Space meets spark in the 2026 Ioniq 9, Hyundai's first three-row electric SUV. Room for the crew and gear. Plus, even the dog gets a seat. The Ioniq 9 rear-wheel drive S-Trim gets up to an EPA estimated 335 miles on a full charge. Actual range will vary. Plus, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile hybrid electric limited battery warranty and 150 miles of range with 15 minutes of charge when using a 350-kilowatt DC ultra-fast charger and CCS adapter. Actual charge time may vary. Learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
You know how we all have that one friend that weirdly knows a ton about finances and is always down to help you with yours? Of course you don't. We're all lost and alone, and it's terrifying. Well, not anymore. Meet Experian, your BFF. And by that I mean big financial friend. I'm telling you, Experian is going to be your go-to app when it comes to handling finances like a grown-up. And this big financial friend always brings the DTF energy. Down to fix things, that is. The Experian app finds ways to help you save, matches you with credit cards, and even shows you your FICO score when you're up for it. Bet your other BFFs can't bring it like that, huh? Anyway, it's easy to take this big financial friend along for the ride. Just download the Experian app and get started for free. Link up with your BFF, and before you know it, you'll be finishing each other's finance goals. Results will vary. Credit offers, approvals, and reward programs based on FICO Score 8 model and subject to lender terms. Offers not available in all states. See Experian.com for details.
Oh, it's that time again.
Yeah.
How you doing, Gret?
Doing great, Mr. Hans.
Mr. Hans. I kind of like that, I'm not going to lie.
I agree. You should like it. Coming from me.
Right. No, it's a really good thing. It's a really good day. Welcome to Morning Crankers, everyone.
Yes. Hope
How you
we're
feeling
all
today,
enjoying
Gret?
your morning.
It's what?
I said I hope you're enjoying your morning.
It's one of those things. I'm enjoying it, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
Are you?
I am. I can't complain. I woke up on the right side of the bed instead of the left.
Well, waking up at all, some people say is just a blessing.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Day to day.
It's kind of a blessing day today. You know, July 8th, one of the wonderful, wonderful things. It's National Raspberry Day, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like raspberries?
I love raspberry. Raspberry pie.
Oh, I mean, I like fresh raspberries.
Oh,
My
yeah.
grandma used to take, you know what creamer is, right? You like cream?
Yeah.
Raspberries, cream, sugar.
Wow. That sounds so
But you
good.
see, I can't do that, and that's why I'm a cranker, because I am diabetic.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, to hell with the doctors. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gotta live your life,
Cow
man.
Appreciation Day.
What is it, Hans?
Cow Appreciation Day.
Cow appreciation? I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about your dating life either.
Yeah, that's a train wreck right now.
Yeah,
But yes.
well, you know, but it only can get better, right? You have to hit rock bottom.
You do, in order to make it to the top.
Yeah, well, you do. And I mean, we've got this friend, little short guy, Boston accent. We won't mention his name.
No.
But he lives in the bottom all the time.
Yeah.
The only hills he goes up is if he's crawling up the bottom of a hill. And it's like self-inflicted. And you're not
Yeah.
that way. I mean,
No.
people have their ebbs and flows and ups and downs, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, if you're a farmer, remember Cow Appreciation Day.
Well,
Now, I grew up in Dairyland.
Yeah,
were
I'm
you
here.
around any dairy farms?
I am.
Well, you are now.
Literally.
Were you when you were a kid?
I was. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I'm used to
they
it.
do special things for cows, like play them music.
Right.
Did you
Oh,
know
yeah.
Okay, do you know the reason why they play their cows music?
To relax them.
Well, it's to relax them, and they get better milk volume if
Yes.
they put the right kind of music on. Now, most people don't know that, but, you know, there's a little tip from
True.
Dairyland.
Yeah. That's why they listen to Rob Zombie.
Well, I don't know about that, Conway Twitty.
Yeah, it might be that too.
Also National Freezer Pop Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can deal with that one.
Well, I mean, you're a walker, right? So you go on these
am.
long walks, and sometimes it's hot out. Besides a soda, how do you think a National Freezer Pop Day freezer pop would be?
Really good on a day like today.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hot.
Oh yeah, it is.
You're in the land of 15,000 lakes. And
Yes.
the reason I say that is because we laugh at the Minnesotans.
Yeah, you
up
do.
there,
Because they've got
Yeah.
10,000 to your 15.
Yeah, we got 15,080 some. They got 10,000. And they think they're close. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? One of these days, it's going to be Kill a Mosquito, Save a Minnesotan Day.
Right.
It's also National Chocolate with Almonds Day. Yay or nay?
Yay. Love it.
Okay, back when I used to eat chocolate
Mr. Good
Chocolate.
Bar.
with almonds, well, there's Mr. Good Bar, but that's got peanuts.
Well, I like it too, but I'm just saying.
How about Hershey's with almonds?
Yes,
How
definitely.
about Symphony bars?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, is that a thing yours? Symphony bars?
I think so. I
Okay,
would
well-
eat them.
Do you like or enjoy Coca-Cola?
I do. Yeah, that's
Okay.
my favorite.
John Pemberton, which was the pharmacist who invented Coca-Cola, was born this day in 1831.
Awesome.
I mean, it's
And
kind
we
of
know
cool,
what
right?
we know the original had the real Coke in it.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola for a reason, right?
That's right. That was the main
Toby
additive
Keith.
back then.
It was his birthday today. Love Toby Keith.
Oh, nice.
Because we'll put a boot in your arse because it's the
Yes.
American way. Remember that song?
Yes, he was very patriotic.
He was. He was a lover of this country for sure.
Yep.
Kevin
Everybody
Bacon's
likes to-
birthday today. Happy birthday, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Footloose. Right?
And I'm going to mention a couple names here just because they're probably historically significant enough that we probably should. However, I'm not a fan. Is that fair enough to say?
That's a pretty fair assessment.
The HBO original series, The Gilded Age, is back, and so is the official companion podcast.
Are you curious about how they brought Gilded Age New York to life?
I don't understand.
Which bit is not clear? None of it is clear.
Want to know where the writers branched off from history?
Well, when you've set your mind on a thing, no one can stop you.
I take that as a compliment.
Watch or listen to the official Gilded Age podcast wherever you find podcasts.
We all want to be the best version of ourselves. And of course, fitness is a key component of that. The folks at Anytime Fitness, well, they see all you strivers out there striving. And they have the expertise to help you optimize your efforts, inside the gym and out. If you are actively pursuing your goal to be fit and strong, not just for bigger muscles, but for a bigger, better life, Anytime Fitness has everything you need to do just that. They have all the equipment you need, plus easy, anytime access to more than 5,000 global locations. Anytime Fitness helps you train to be a stronger, more confident, more badass version of yourself, with expert coaching to help you optimize your personalized training, nutrition, and recovery plan. Get started today at AnytimeFitness.com. That's AnytimeFitness.com.
Okay, it's John D. Rockefeller and Nelson Rockefeller's birthday today.
Yeah. I will not be celebrating them.
Well, Nelson Rockefeller was, a president.
Yeah.
John D. Rockefeller, he made all the money.
Mhm.
Owned Standard Oil Company.
Yeah.
And that's not all they did, but that's a show for another day.
It is. That's a titanic struggle.
Yeah, I really do hope that just didn't go right over the heads
I
of
know.
people because
It might
that
have,
one
and
was a
they
good
might
one.
have went around their head and into the ocean on that one. Seriously.
Yeah. I got a question for you. When you were younger, when we used to have everything was glass or aluminum, you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, glass
Everything.
bottle Coca-Cola. Still to this day.
Oh, that's the best way to drink a
Coca-Cola.
Coke. Glass bottle.
Or Dr. Pecker.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Pecker.
You know what I'm saying? Glass bottles is where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And then milk. Remember when the milkman came around and there was a bunch of kids in the neighborhoods that looked like the milkman?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's because they were drinking the milk, the wives, they were drinking the milk out of the glass bottle. That's why.
Yep.
Did you know? Because it was a DNA swap when they, because the guy that was delivering it, the milkman, he would get tired. And he would just take a sip of the milk. And then when she took a sip of the milk, the DNA swapped. And that's why you had kids running around that looked like the milkman in those areas.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
It's a scientific theory, probably proven by Harvard, the rotten,
Oh,
Anyways, I am not a fan of plastic, okay? Like this.
I'm
if
not.
you go get water, we're talking water. We're talking one of the fundamental elements of Earth.
Yes,
and you
H2O.
If you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Some high-quality H2O. Why does it come in plastic bottles?
I don't know. Because it's cheaper, I think, to make plastic.
Oh, so what you're saying is because of capitalism, people are suffering.
Exactly.
Well, okay. So let me ask you something here, Greg. There's a new story out by the New York Post by Diana Brooke, and it's Plastics in Your Privates. New microplastics discovery sparking fertility concerns.
Ooh.
What do you think of that?
That's going to be a terrible clog.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I think it's time that we talk about the birds, the bees, and the PTFEs. How about that?
I agree. It sounds like it.
So they know that we have microplastics in our lungs. We have them in our liver. We have them in our kidney. We have them in our brain, and we have them in our blood. And now, new research out Tuesday in the Journal of Human Reproduction reveals that microplastics are now in our baby makers, too.
Oh, man, that's not good. And when we get older, it gets worse.
Oh, literally. They say that the average 40-year-old American has enough microplastics in their brain to create a plastic spoon.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, so listen to this. In a new disturbing discovery, scientists have detected tiny particles lurking in semen and ovaries. Is it by design? I want you to put your conspiracy knowist hat on for a second.
Well,
is it by design, or is this just a byproduct of cheaper containers to sell us their crap?
It's more like biodegradable in our body. Yeah.
Well,
using us like they're using us like a facility. Like, here, we're going to distribute this to the other half. And, it may mess with your birth of your child,
Well, so check this out. When researchers analyzed the follicular and seminal fluid of 29 women and 22 men, they found microplastics in 55% of male and 69% of female ones.
Oh, wow.
What do you think of that?
Rim shot, man.
I'm telling you, it's scary to me. Okay, so it's not bad enough that we have people in the world that have nukes that they're not supposed to, right?
Yes.
It's not bad enough that our children around the world are so into video games, they forgot the birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The riding the wild baloney pony thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They forgot how to do it. In Japan right now, they literally pay people to teach young men how to court their future wives.
Oh, my goodness.
And on top of all of that, we now have to worry about microplastics in micropenises.
Right. Yeah, they have to teach the Game Boys how to have sex.
Well, isn't that sad?
It is. And that's what it comes down.
Does that make you want to, roll up on the ground and think about your life choices, about what you've done to help society get to the point that we're freaking at?
I agree. Yeah, it's.
I mean, people are idiots, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
This new year, why not let Audible expand your life by listening? Explore over 1 million audiobooks, podcasts, and exclusive Audible originals that'll inspire and motivate you. Tap into your well-being with advice and insight from leading professionals and experts on better health, relationships, career, finance, investing, and more. Maybe you want to kick a bad habit or start a good one. If you're interested in learning how to master your emotions and hearing scientifically backed advice for using your emotions as a tool, may I suggest Shift by psychologist and bestseller author Dr. Ethan Kross? Trust me, listening on Audible can help you reach the goals you set for yourself. Start listening today when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Wondery.
Okay, so we've got this. So we've got microplastics in penises. We've got microplastics in ovaries. We've got reconstructive vaginal surgeries. We've got breast implants and lifts, which, you know, that's a sort of plastic, wouldn't you say?
yeah. And then we got horn dogs messing with robots in the Middle East. I mean, it's just crazy.
Literally, it's happening, man. It's
is.
happening. And what do we do? I mean, what do we do to turn away from this? Like, you remember back in the day, like the Smithsonian Institute had things for people to go see. You know, families would go to, you know, different places and take tours and do things like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, check this out. In New York City, one of the most popular guided tours going on right now is to rodent hotspots.
Right.
Listen, this person is now called, because it's so popular, the Rat Whisperer.
The Rat Whisperer. That's great.
Literally.
What is he, Mr. Ratatouille?
Well, I don't know. I mean, isn't that where Gotham is supposed to be? Isn't New York City where Batman is from?
I think so, yes, Gotham.
So, literally, I mean, I'm obviously making fun of these people that are going to New York to go watch the Rat Whisperer talk to these rodents that, you know, spread the bubonic plague, but we're not going to talk about that.
No.
But Suzanne Reisman wants to educate the masses and reduce the fright factor because, you know, they only caused the biggest mass death of human history. But there's nothing to be afraid of because they're just fuzzy little bizarro mouseketeers.
Right. Yes.
Well,
a little Minnie, a little Mickey.
This is what we have to deal with these people. And again, does this make you want to just kind of crawl up on the ground?
Makes me want to... Oh, the crankers. Yeah, it does make me want to... crawl up on the sidewalk and just die.
It kind of makes you want to puke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It is what it is. And I mean, the world is so crazy right now. What is the craziest thing that you've seen in the last 2 days?
Just listening to this story has been the craziest one I've ever heard. And then we had the flooding in Texas and all that stuff. So that was really crazy.
Prayers to the families of the lost ones, of the devastated in Central Texas.
That one hit me pretty hard. I'm not going to lie, Hans, when I read it the other morning.
Man. I've seen a couple of the videos where, like, you can see the people inside the building and the building's floating down the river.
Yeah,
and
I mean...
it's harder for me to see stuff like that.
It is. The older you get, I'm realizing the harder it is to watch, you know, the youth of this nation just literally something bad happen to them like that.
And you see how weird that is? I mean, some things get harder, some things get more flaccid.
Yeah. I mean, and they were just there to, you know, have fun, you know.
Right. I mean,
at a retreat. So
you go from that So here's what we got so far, right? We've got microplastics in penises and ovaries.
Yeah.
We've got New York City and the rat whisperer.
Yeah.
We've got a terrible tragedy down in Texas, right?
No, that's beyond tragedy. That's terrible.
And here's what's happening with that. And this makes me more angry than anything is what's happening down in Texas. What has our government been able to do with that now?
They have sent in help for them.
Well, they've sent in help, but here's the problem. Do you know that this accident was caused because Trump defunded something? They have politicized the tragedy of these families in Australia.
Oh, my.
What do you think about that? I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Here's a headline from the AP News. A debate erupts over the role job cuts played in weather forecasts ahead of deadly Texas floods. Okay, what's going on? I mean, does it bother you at all that they have politicized the death of Americans, the tragedy of Americans, and now they want to take what would you call this, a God moment?
Yeah, it is a God moment. Because I think he's trying to say, hey, not everything's politics, guys.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not politics, but they're making it political.
Well, most certainly.
And then I see the hypocrisy on the other side. Okay, you have these people, well, it's the forecasters' jobs that because they got cut and they didn't know.
Yeah.
But those are the same people that say the joke like, forecaster, the only job you can have and be wrong every day.
Exactly. You have a better chance of being an odds maker in Vegas.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, is that the way that it is?
It is. It's fact.
Okay. So if you could stand in front of the person that politicized the death of these Americans, would it be a punch, a kick, or a slap?
It's really a kick in the nuts.
Well, you see what I'm saying.
There's some incredible TV coming out of the UK right now. Brits just do it differently. The accents, the wit, the scenery, the devastating one-liners disguised as compliments. It's all streaming on BritBox. They have the best mysteries, dramas, comedies, and seriously addicting originals like Outrageous, based on the true story of the Mitford sisters. They were kind of like the Kardashians of the 1930s, wealthy, audacious, chaotic, wildly opinionated, and always making headlines. And chances are you've never heard their story. It's stunning. It's jaw-dropping. It's very British. So check out Outrageous. It could be your next favorite. Don't miss Outrageous, streaming now only on BritBox.
It says the NWS office responsible for that region had 5 staffers on duty as thunderstorms formed over Texas Thursday evening, the usual number of an overnight shift when severe weather is expected. Okay, they had 5 of them. Okay, How many do we need?
I know. 82
people dead, 10 campers remain missing. It's a tragedy, folks. It's a tragedy.
And then you told me about it the other day. We were talking about this, and you said that little girl was holding on for life, and she did. Because I read that story. That was actually a good story finally out of that whole thing. Well, the girl holding on to that tree.
It's very sad for me to see
it
that.
Is. Like we say, prayers for you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Texas strong. I know how you guys love that. That's true. America's strong for you guys, too.
I don't think people understand how big this was, and I do got a happy story, okay? And those are hard to come by.
Right.
Let me open the door to a little bit of happy news. Okay, does that work for you?
Works for me.
The U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer is now being hailed as a hero. Get this. One guy saved 165 kids from the Texas flood.
Good.
Petty Officer Scott Ruskin, first mission as a U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer, The 26-year-old was new to the Coast Guard. He had left a previous career as an accountant before enlisting and had graduated from rescue swimming school around 6 months ago when his team got a call from Task Force 1, a local search and rescue team in Texas, early Friday morning. Okay, think about this. 165 kids, one man saved. What do you say about that?
He's going to be considered a hero, which he should be, for one, but I don't know. He never gave up on those kids, and he had that in the back of his mind that he was going to go rescue them.
Well, so here's the deal. I want to tell everybody happy Straight Guy July, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
You're welcome. I mean, the
Same
people.
to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But, straight people, they don't make it all about them. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So what I'm saying is we take a day and we make Scott Ruskin's Day for saving all those kids in Straight Guy July.
Yes. Let's
you
do
like that?
I like it.
I like it a lot.
You're our Straight Guy for July hero, for sure.
Yeah. So thank you very much for doing what you do. Our prayers are with the people in Texas. Now let's move on. Is that good with you?
That's good with me. Let's move on.
All right. So a new study. We always talk about these studies, and we always talk about how dumb the studies are because they're saying stuff to us that we already knew.
Right.
And then you talk to certain people, and they're like, well, where's the study? Where's the study? Is it a peer-reviewed study? Have you ran into those people?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then they do these studies, and they think they have all the answers, and they don't.
Yeah. Well, are you ready for a real shocker, Greg?
Yeah, let's hear it.
This is on AP News. This was their leading story. American kids have become increasingly unhealthy over 2 decades, a new study finds.
Ooh.
Are you shocked?
I'm not.
It says the health of U.S. children has deteriorated over the last 17 years, with kids today almost double to have obesity, chronic diseases, and mental health problems like depression, according to the new study. Much of what researchers found was already known. But the study paints a comprehensive picture by examining various aspects of children's physical and mental health at the same time. The surprising part of the study wasn't with any single statistic. It was that there's 170 indicators, 8 data sources, all showing the same thing, a generalized decline in kids' health. According to Dr. Christopher Forrest, one of the authors of the study, published Monday in the Journal of American Medical Association. What do you say about that? I mean, are they saying fat kids are fat? Are they saying that kids have turned... the thing is a lot of the little boys today have turned into pussies.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, kids don't play in the dirt anymore. And if kids don't play in the dirt, they don't get the... I like to call it anti-venom, okay?
Right.
So, the real venom that's coming to get them, it's the anti-venom, okay? And you know how you get that? By being tough, by playing in the dirt, by drinking out of hoses, by those types of things. According to these people that did this study, Generation X shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't even be alive for the things that we did. But here we are, healthy, making money, living our best life. And the kids here, they're all depressed, fat, and angry. Why?
They're struggling because of the education in this country. Let's be honest. Education has gone down in our country since we were kids.
Okay, so is it education or is it a lack of heroes for girls and boys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it could be a lack of that,
today, who would you look up to?
I would look up to, like, a fire person that's a part of the fire department because they have a hard job.
Well, they do, but, toxic masculinity, you can't have a strong firefighter anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Well, it works both ways because both sides of the fence, because both male and female firefighters have a job to do, and they do it the same way.
And a damn tough job.
It is a tough job. I would not want to be in their shoes.
remember, we're in the social media age. So is it cool to be a firefighter anymore? Or is it cooler to be a rapper, a country star? What is it cooler to be today?
Probably what you just said. A rapper or a country star or a rock star. So, yeah. Or an actor or an actress.
Dr. Frederick Rivera, a pediatrician researcher at Seattle's Children's Hospital and UW Medicine in Seattle, co-authored this and said, the health of kids in America is not as good as it should be, not as good as the other countries, and the current policies of this administration are definitely going to make it worse, according to Dr. Frederick Rivera. And I say blah, 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 F, blah, F, 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 you, blah. What do you say?
I agree with all those facts and then some, because it can't get no worse than what it's already been.
Well, I mean, this is the last 17 years. Just
and probably go farther back than that.
Well, so can I, because I can go back to the 90s when kids were normal and kids did kid stuff. And, there wasn't 40% of American children on some sort of, medicine for their mental health.
Right. Well.
Do you remember that day that your dad took off work because he was sad?
Never.
Exactly.
My dad never missed work.
Grow up. That's what I'm saying. People don't get to live their life by their feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
if I missed work every time I got a little head cold, I'd be in bad shape.
Well, head cold or boo-hoo, my girlfriend dumped me.
That too.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Get on with life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Life goes on.
I want you to explain to people, Gred, there are some guys that are given gifts and then there's some guys that aren't, right?
Yep.
And you were on the shorter end of the endowment pool, okay? How did you get over that over the years?
Oh, it's not really that hard, Hans. Well, no pun intended. But you just got to deal with it, man. Life gives you lemons. You just got to keep squeezing it. But,
Life gives you lemons.
You just got to keep squeezing it. But,
vodka tonic.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's just, that's just the way that it is. And I'm going to say something here because I'm kind of cranky today, and this is Morning Crankers, okay?
Well, most certainly.
And if you want to see more great stuff, go to morningcrankers.com. Thank you, ART19, for being beautiful and wondrous to Morning Crankers.
Yes.
But let me kind of say this. People like me, average, middle of the road, hardworking American men and women, are tired of politicians and doctors and, these people that sit in ivory towers and look down on us.
Yep.
That write stories like this to tell us something that we already know. And before this story came out, they were telling us to shut up because we didn't know what we were talking about and things are great. But you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're the same type of people that go to the beach on vacation and say, oh, I don't want to go here. These people are ingrates. I do not want to spend a day on this beach because of that.
Well, on behalf of the American people, Gred, I want to say kiss my arse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel the same way?
I do.
Yes. I think I feel the same way. Right?
Yep.
I'm just kind of glad it's a straight month. I didn't even know that July was straight month. Did you know that?
Yeah. I didn't know it was straight Pride Month. Thank God. I mean, we all deserve a day.
Well, I think we do. And, they have gay pride. I think it's in June, isn't it?
Yeah. June, RSTLNUV, whatever the other months are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that whole month and month letters.
Yeah.
It's everything.
LGBTQ, RSPQ, RX. Oh, it's back to, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it goes full circle, right?
It does.
Like I got an idea, and this is kind of a novel idea. And no, I'm not talking about government-made sicknesses. I'm just talking about an idea. Okay, is that okay?
It is good. Einstein had plenty of those.
Well, I mean, they're just ideas. But how about we take our sexuality and we make it not what our whole life is about?
Exactly.
Is that
That's
okay?
a fact. Yeah.
I mean, just like you be you.
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
that
be
define our character.
Right. Well, it doesn't me.
It doesn't
I
me.
like
I know
chicks.
that.
I
I'm
feel
always
like
going
I
to
was
be a
born
character.
lesbian. I almost feel like when God made me, and I don't know if you're like this, but when God made me, it was almost like I was sitting there and it's like, oh man, I forgot to put that on him, and then he stuck it on there, and he's like, it's over proportional for him, but
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's
And that's just the way that it was for me, but you don't see me flaunting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless somebody's looking when I'm wearing gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
I don't make it about me. That's not me. That's just part of me. It's an appendage. It may be a big appendage, but, and it's like you. I mean, your little appendage doesn't affect who you are.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just like a kickstand. You got to kickstart it once in a while and get it going,
Right.
Just like life.
The only thing is you lean a lot further over than I do. I almost stand straight up, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, just a little hair, slight bend.
Yeah. And you know what? Finally, for today's show, I have very mixed feelings about the people that are getting deported right now. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know your feeling on it. So in Vermont, a dairy farm was raided, the biggest dairy farm in Vermont, and surprise, surprise, everybody working at the dairy farm was not supposed to be here. Is that a good way to put it?
Yep.
Okay, so those people that weren't supposed to be here got taken to the place that they were supposed to be. Okay? Yep. And you got a woman there that was impregnated by one of the people that weren't supposed to be here, and now he's over there, and they are angry about it.
No.
And I don't know how to feel about it because I think that the previous administration, you know how they're playing politics with the tragedy that happened in Texas right now?
Right.
There's a big tragedy in America right now that is happening to people that aren't supposed to be here, but were invited up here by a political party and then lied to the American people and used our resources in ways that we don't have. We just physically don't have them.
No.
And now we are stuck in this mess where my heart kind of bleeds for them. But I understand.
I feel sorry for them in a way. I also, they've got to know the rules of being an American. You come in legally. It's simple.
Legally, yes. But what happens, and I'm playing the bad guy here. Okay. I'm playing the devil's advocate.
Okay.
If the Biden administration said, sent pamphlets along with a bunch of NGOs and helped all these people get up here, what I think they should do is all the people that were part of that, and I'm talking about you two Catholic charities, I think that they should strip every damn dime that they have, including all the politics that was involved. So all the politicians that have money, take every single dime that every one of them had that had those people come here, right, and ship it all down to them.
Since we didn't really have the funds to do all this, that's what needs to be done.
Right, and then it kind of sets up precedent going forward. Do not lie to a human being.
Yeah.
About coming
and
here.
Do not lie to the American taxpayer either.
Hey, there's a novel idea.
It is a novel idea. Right.
It is what it is, brother. But
it is.
Anyways, we've found the voice. Like the voice.
We are the voices of the common man.
We are the voices of that. I'm talking about the voice of the show, which is way less deep than the voice of the common man and woman. Remember, because we're equal opportunity representatives. We represent the hardworking men and women of this country. We don't care what you do. We don't care who you have in your bedroom. We don't care about anything other than you love America.
Yep.
And you treat other people well, unless they don't treat you well and then punch them in the face. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that simple, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Right?
Because we've been racked and opinionated long enough, America and the world.
That is a fact.
And it's just not here. It's everywhere. So we've been lied to by many. So
right. So anyways, we love you. Go check out morningcrankers.com. Go find us on Apple Podcasts. Go find us on Spotify. Go find us on iHeartRadio. And anywhere where awesomeness lives, we're usually right around the corner.
We are.
Yeah.
We're just a couple blocks away from y'all.
Amen. We love ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Blocker, I'm a blockhead.